Hey, what's up, y'all? We're the Rob and Holly Show, hanging at Tortuga. Breland is in the house.
Breland!
What's up?
What's going on? Yeah,
dude. Okay, so
gosh.
when you walked up, we were clapping our hands to praise the Lord.
Southern
Yes.
women, hairy edges, crispy chicken. It's one of those.
So I know that I'm just a white boy from the north, but
I don't know that you're just that.
But I'm a Christian.
Okay.
And I always felt like when I see like church
Anna Drinker
on TV, I was like, I always want, because I grew up like going to a Catholic church.
Okay, so they weren't doing that.
Oh, they were doing stand up, sit down.
I always felt like, I was like, dude, I just want to go to like a Southern Baptist church and do that type of stuff
where you
every
have
Sunday.
fun, where you have a good time.
Yeah, so my grandpa is a preacher in Georgia, has been for the last 40-something years.
Yeah.
And I went to his church all the time when we would go down south, and that is the type of church that it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're a little older now, but when I was a kid, it's that type. Sit down at the organ, the pastor is singing and preaching at the same time. So I feel like I drew a lot of inspiration from real experiences with that song.
Yeah.
And I grew up to be somebody that does occasionally like to drink. Shout out Busch Light. So at the end of the day, I knew that I needed to make a song that I'm like, everyone has had that type of experience where you were out one night, wake up the next morning, and it's been a bop.
But I think there's so many people that don't get that experience growing up in the church that wanted that experience, and it's so wonderful because you're bringing it to everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say this song gives people the experience that they always wanted and or have always had.
Or might need. Or might need.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been looking around Tortuga. Some people need God.
Yeah.
Some of them need God. But anyway.
we all do. Hey, let's face it, we all do, right?
We all do.
Praise the Lord. Amen.
Was there any lyric other than crispy chicken that you may have put in there, or was it always crispy chicken?
It was always crispy chicken. There were other lyrics that eventually got changed.
Yeah.
One of them was, I said initially, I might get drunk on Saturday, first thing Sunday morning, I praise the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Talked it over with Thomas, talked it over with my team, and we were like, might turn up. Because get drunk is like very, very specific. Doesn't have to be that.
No.
It also doesn't have to be drinking at all.
Yeah.
You know, like you might just be going out on a Saturday and then waking up early Sunday, whether or not drinking's involved. You could do it from home. Might turn up as anything. You turn up the music, whatever. It felt more universal to me.
I might be sitting watching TikTok videos until 3 a.m. and now I'm tired the next day. I'm not saying that ever happened.
But that would be a praise the Lord situation if you were able to get up and, and go.
What was the experience? I mean, we chatted with Thomas before, and we know he's like one of the nicest dudes on the planet.
Yeah.
But like, what was the experience getting to work with him?
I mean, yeah, he's incredible. One, he's a great writer, and I think sometimes his artistry eclipses his writing in people's mind, and I think they need to even the score because he's an incredible artist. We all know that, but his pen is real. He wrote multiple verse ideas for this verse and nailed it. And I wish we could have got it out a little sooner because he says in his verse, praise the Lord for my 3 babies and the one that's on the way. No one knew that at the time that he said it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, break it right now. Call TNT. We're dropping praise the Lord. No, but, that just shows you how long we've had the song, though. It's been, took about 9 months to get it out. So we've been communicating pretty much since the song came together at its inception until we eventually were able to put it out and getting to know him. He's someone who, one, stands by everything that he says. He really is a God-fearing family man.
Yeah.
And I'm learning a lot from him, just being around him, seeing how he interacts with people, seeing how he moves as an artist in this space, being able to see him tonight, hopefully go out there and rock that song one time with him tonight during his set. I'm excited to just soak up game from Thomas.
We can't wait. And we saw you you with Dierks Bentley.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm like, dude, just the energy level when you came out,
I go, what?
The place exploded, and we were like,
Which show were y'all at?
At the Detroit
You
show.
at the Detroit, the DTE show?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And what? I was like, we saw magic. That was magic.
That was one of the craziest. I might have been the craziest one on the whole tour. And I'm not just saying you that. I've posted that clip on my Instagram.
When you started
tell
singing,
us about that, your experience. We can tell you what
I was
going to
say, my experience on the Dierks tour in general was very magical. Those were a lot of my early performance experiences. because of COVID, I didn't play my first show until June of last year, and it was like 1 or 2 shows, and then my 3rd or 4th show that I ever played was at an amphitheater up in Canandaigua, New York, with Dirks, and after that show, we were only supposed to do like 2 or 3. We ended up doing like 15, finding a way for me to come out during his set if I couldn't outright open. And I think a lot of times in country music, we look for people in the older generation to like really help and mentor people in the younger generation. And not everybody is able to do that. Some people aren't meant for mentorship. Dierks Bentley, Keith Urban, Thomas Rhett are all keenly meant for mentorship. They've all been incredible mentors, and they've all opened a lot of doors for me that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So I'm super grateful for Dierks. That show was another example of just, I think when people make those types of decisions and say, hey, I'm gonna give this kid a chance and bring him out on the road, you get those types of moments more frequently than when you don't take the risk.
Well, it was fire, dude. He made the right choice. That's for damn sure.
It was an incredible choice.
I mean, it was memorable for us as well, and it was so much fun to watch. But you kind of create those opportunities for yourself too, because we remember a story where Keith Urban asked you to write for him, and you like literally tell us about that.
You know, even earlier than the whole Dirk situation, almost 2 years ago, back in May of 2020. I was still at home, you know, quarantining, and it was one of those times where I was still living in Atlanta, had not yet moved to Nashville, was kind of debating it. It was like, I don't really know a ton of people there yet. And Keith sent me a text and was like, yo, DB, this is Keith, as in Urban. And he was like, it was just like, I'll always remember that.
He put
in
Urban
parentheses.
But he knows,
he said
right?
Keith, and then in parentheses, as in Urban. So that can't be understated. That's a really fascinating thing to send. So I'm like, is this Keith Urban?
Did you screenshot that?
I had to screenshot it. I sent that screenshot to like 40 people. Hey guys, I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I'm here. You know,
I love it.
Yeah, that was a game-changing text to get, and he reached out and was like, hey man, I like what you're doing around the fusion of genres. That's something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, pull up at my house next time you're in Nashville. I'm like, I'll be there tomorrow.
So this is what I find fascinating about you, which is to me like this inspirational testament to like achieving your dreams. Not to be all like cheesy or deeper,
but it's real.
Because when you're like, I will be there tomorrow, and you were there like
at like 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
I drove up from Nashville. I left Atlanta at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, like this.
Too easy.
But that is like how you achieve your dreams, right?
I think if you really want something and you can identify something as a great opportunity to grow in that thing, chase it.
Yeah.
Chase it. Like literally chase it down. Go get it, because that means that it's accessible. Why? If Keith texts me, I'm not going to be like, all right, let me plan a trip to Nashville 2 weeks from then. No, I'm going there in the morning. You have to go get it.
And you can't be afraid to ask as well, right? Like, how many people do you reach out to and be like, yo, do you want to do this, or do you want to write, or do you want to do that? Like, you're constantly knocking on the door too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think in a lot of ways, like, doors tend to happen mutually. In my experience, all the doors that have needed to open have, and none of the doors that weren't supposed to did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a combination of two distinct things happening. And I think with the Keith situation, or with Dierks, or with anybody else, it was they found something that I was doing, connected to whatever energy that was. And when I met them and or talked to them on the phone, I got that energy back. Yeah. Anytime you get one of those situations where you're on the same wavelength as someone, you're going to make great music. And that's just what's been happening.
Well, I got to say that the energy from you is
good energy.
Thank you, guys.
It's infectious.
It is infectious.
We went hard yesterday, and my energy level was super low.
Super low. You're
Breland's coming.
Until you showed up, and I'm like, let's
thank you,
go.
Guys.
So,
Bravo, Holly, you already know.
We listen. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything you're bringing to country music. We appreciate all the music. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Are we doing some questions?
Well,
in the hat?
Listen. I don't.
Let's talk. Well, real quick. I'm sure we're going too long.
The questions in this hat.
I can answer any type of question that might be in the hat.
It makes me. I want to be respectful.
The original game though was called Truth or You.
So that you could pass a question.
Okay.
And if you didn't want to answer a question, you had to try to play a song on the ukulele. And it's good that you've never played
the ukulele.
But nobody has.
Nobody actually.
Okay.
Nobody had. The only one that's been successful with the ukulele has been Walker Hayes, and it's mainly because he plays ukulele and he had a song about a ukulele.
Okay, that's too easy.
But if you would like to answer, we'll do two questions.
And maybe I just answer the question.
Or
maybe I never uke, so maybe it might not matter.
Or maybe you get offended and you don't answer any questions.
And if I don't, and ultimately I'll answer any question.
I'm just letting you know there's a poop question in there. Okay.
I can handle whatever. They said Have you ever peed in the pool as an adult?
I'm so
No.
sorry.
But
Good
I
for
have
you.
peed in every other organic body of water.
Yes.
I've peed in
Fit.
ponds,
Ocean,
lakes,
yeah, lakes, yeah.
oceans. I've peed in a river
That's
before.
normal.
If
All the
it's
places-
naturally occurring, you can
Right.
pee there.
Yeah, that's normal.
Because that's literally just what people were doing
There's
for
already
thousands of
pee
years.
in that
And
body
there's
of
already
water.
pee in it. It's
Yeah.
natural. Now, I'm
Fair.
not going to go to someone's house and pee in their pool. Why? Because usually there's
Well-
only a couple people in the pool. So
We're-
people, the word people has pee in it,
Yeah,
right? At the
yeah.
beginning. But yeah, that's,
We're gonna let
yeah.
you know that Jelly Roll, if he's there, he's definitely peed in that pool. So
And you know
that's-
what?
Yeah.
He seems like someone that would. And that's why I have yet to invite him to a pool party, though he otherwise seems like a fine
He says
individual.
it doesn't even matter if he's in the pool. He might still pee in the pool.
He might just
Yeah.
go into a stranger's
Right.
pool and just passively.
Fair. And you know what? We appreciate that about him as well.
You know
Yeah.
what? Right.
Did you happen to visit the pool backstage yet?
I haven't seen the pool
Because I
backstage.
guarantee that pool. That
Does it make
pool
you wanna
is
pee in it?
full of pee.
Oh, it
Jelly
probably
roll.
already
Oh,
is,
it's
dude.
got
We're,
it, yeah.
we're in Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
all the peas have a little bit more. All the pools have a little bit more
Did you-
pee
yeah.
in them
When you
than elsewhere in the
when
world.
you were younger, did your parents ever tell you that if you peed in the pool it would change colors and you believed it? You remember that?
You know
That
what?
was
My parents didn't give me a lot of those types of hard and fast rules
Okay.
about when and where to pee because they've always trusted my judgment.
Oh, good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Anyway,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
all-
Off rip, I realized, I should pee in toilets.
Oh.
They have to wrap this up. We gotta,
Yes,
we
I'm
gotta-
sorry, we're getting in trouble.
We have to go.
All right, one
Okay.
more.
Do you remember getting the talk about the birds and the bees? I did get some version of the talk because when I learned how to read, I read the whole Bible when I was like
Oh,
5
yeah.
or 6 years old.
Oh,
Read
yeah.
the whole Bible. And there's a lot of
Wow.
sex in it. So I'm like, what does this mean? What is this? What is this about? You get a
Yeah.
little curious about things
Yeah.
in that position.
Man.
So that's where you got it.
Listen, that's
All right.
really impressive because there's a
I
lot
don't know
of things.
what just happened in the last 15
That's
minutes, but I appreciate
It was a
y'all.
whole lot of
listen,
fun.
we appreciate you so much.
Hey,
Yeah.
Breland's hanging out with us
All
here
right.
at Tortuga. Let's go.
Let's go.